everyone. Picking shows. Everyone. Picking double feature. Why am I doing this? I don't even know. I don't even know why I'm doing this, but fuck it. We're back with picking shows. Y'all already know what this shit is, and if you don't, whatever, you'll figure it out. I don't fucking give a shit anymore. Alright. So we're going to start with summer 2019 because I forgot to make this fucking show last time. So that's where we're at. we're doing summer and fall, which it is officially fall now. Today's the first day of fall. So I'm fucking late as shit. So we're going to start off with Dr. Stone. This is old news to everyone, but actually, if anything, that's more beneficial because I didn't give a fuck about watching things as they come out anyway. So if anything, people just pop in and be like, Sack, you got to see this shit. And I'll be like, yeah, I probably got to see this shit. All right, Dr. Stone. After 5 years of harboring unspoken feelings, high schooler Taiju Aoki is finally ready to confess his love to Yuzuriha Ogawa. Just when Taiju begins his confession, however, a blinding green light strikes the earth and petrifies mankind around the world, turning every single human into stone. Several millennia later, Taiju awakens to find the modern world completely non-existent. As nature has flourished in the years humanity stood still among a stone world of statues, Taiju encounters one other living human, his science-loving friend Senku, who has been active for a few months. Taiju learns that Senku has developed a grand scheme to launch a complete revival of civilization with science. Taiju's brawn and Senku's brains combine to forge a formidable partnership, and they soon uncover a method to revive those petrified. However, Senku's master plan is threatened when his ideologies are challenged by those who awaken. All the while, the reason for mankind's petrification remains unknown. That sounds incredibly uninteresting. I've heard nothing but good things about this, though. If I remember, the art style about this, who did the art? Boichi. Yeah, Boichi does the art for this, and he's the guy that did, Sunken Rock, which is a manga about Korean gangsters that I enjoyed, but that in itself isn't. Who did the story? Riichiro Inagaki? Who the fuck did you make? You made Ice Shield 21. Wait, Ice Shield 21 ended? When the fuck did that happen? That thing was going for fucking decades. Oh, it ended in 2009. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't sound that interesting. Dr. Stone is vastly underappreciated, one of the few manga that actually uses real, raw science without bullshit, and comes by with creative, surprisingly realistic solutions to a doomed society. People saying it's pretentious in those top reviews likely don't understand that almost every single element in the series, excluding the petrification plot device, which is science fiction, is literally applicable in real life, and lots of things they mention up until now are quite educational and are actually taught from elementary school to university studies regarding the subject, and of course trivia you can catch by watching and reading Discovery and Nat Geo. Much like any fan of the series would, if you're visiting this page out of our curiosity, I ask you please give Dr. Stone a chance to impress you, and don't let the negative reviews tell you otherwise before you reach your own conclusions. Says Dump Miss. Well, what's your taste like, Dump Miss? Wow, we don't get along at all, do we? Well, you gave Fairy Tail a 3, so your taste can't be that bad. Alright, fine, fuck it, why not? I'll give Dr. Stone a shot. Sounds doable. I'm getting a weird reverb in my ear, it's weird. This is Enin no Shobotai, or some shit. Fire Brigade, Fire Force. Which I saw an AMVO with, which is why I already added it, but I'll read it anyway. Spontaneous human combustion, a chaotic phenomenon that has plagued humanity for years, randomly transforming ordinary people into flaming, violent creatures known as infernals. While infernals make up the first generation accounts of human combustion, the second and third generations became known as pyrokinetics, people gifted with the ability to manipulate and control their flames while remaining human. To combat the internal threat and discover the cause, the Tokyo Armed Forces Fire Defense Agency and the Holy Church of Seoul produced their answer, The Special Fire Force. Young and eager third-generation pyrokinetic Shinra Koso Kabe, nicknamed Devil's Footprints for his explosive ability to ignite his feet at will, became a member of the lively Fire Force Company 8, upholding the brigade's duty to extinguish the blazing infernos and lay their souls to rest. Shinra is determined to become a hero who will save the lives of those threatened by the Flame Terror. However, this is not the hero's game Shinra imagined. The Fire Force is a fractured mess of feuding brigades. Abnormal infernal sightings are increasing all over Tokyo, and a shadowy group is claiming to have the answers to the strange fire that caused the death of Shinra's family 12 years ago. Faced with many obstacles within the outside Fire Force, Shinra fights to uncover the truth behind the burning mysteries that have kept him in the dark. Honestly, the AMV I saw just looked good. I don't, like, that's not a great... Oh, it's by David Production. That's why it probably looked so good. Well, that explains that. Okay. Yeah, so I already added it. No big deal there. That said, shout out to Cyan Man. That said, that plot is actually fucking retarded, now that I think about it more than not at all, because it seems like if you have fire monsters attacking people, a better solution would be water hoses. But whatever. Danmachi Season 2. This is the second season of Danmachi. Danmachi Season 1 is incredibly uninteresting and incredibly boring. Whereas the spin-off, and this is hilarious to me, in a sad kind of way, its spin-off, Danmachi Gaiden, was absolutely phenomenal. I mean, it had a terrible ending, but the show itself was great, and it made Aiz, like, the best character. But Danmachi itself was crap, but I'm willing to give it another shot, and at the very least, I bet Loki will be in it. And I love Loki. So, So, Danmachi 2, okay. Vinland Saga, I think this is about historically inaccurate Vikings. Young Thorfinn grew up listening to stories of old sailors that had traveled across the ocean and reached the place of legend Vinland. It's said to be a warm and fertile, a place where there would be no need for fighting, not at all like the frozen village in Iceland where he was born, and certainly not like his current life as a mercenary. War is his home now. Though his father once taught him, you have no enemies, nobody does. There is nobody who it's okay to hurt. That's real lame already. Thorfinn knew nothing was further from the truth. As he grew, Thorfinn knew that nothing was further from the truth. Oh, okay. Yeah, alright, great, alright. Alright, so the main character is like, well, that was a fucking crock of shit. The war between England and the Danes grows worse with each passing year. Death has become commonplace, and the Viking mercenaries are loving every minute of it. A line with either side will cause a massive swing in the balance of power, and the Vikings are happy to make names for themselves as they take any spoils they earn along the way. Among the chaos, Thorfinn must make his revenge and kill the man who murdered his father, Askeladd. Is Askeladd his father or the guy who murdered his father? The only paradise for the Vikings, it seems, is the era of war and death that rages on. But, like, is Askeladd his father or the guy who murdered his father? Cunning, mysterious Viking who commands a mercenary band of Vikings. You don't really need to say mercenary band of Vikings. That's just kind of implied. Thorfinn is a member. He claims descent from Lucius Artorius Cestus, a Roman military commander and his namesake. Askeladd was contracted by Floki to assassinate Thorfinn's father. Thorfinn became obsessed with avenging his father and joined Askeladd's band with the sole intent of killing him in a fair fight, but is always outclassed by Askeladd's combat skill. Askeladd is a tactical genius and a master swordsman. His ability to manipulate those around him, turning into a horde of pirates and raiders into a close-knit group loyal to him, as well as proving himself capable of turning enemies and allies, as with Thorfinn, Thorkel, and Prince Canute, or however you say that, Canute. That's actually interesting. It didn't mention that the main character joins the fucking group of the guy who killed his dad and just gets shit on. That's actually an interesting concept. Alright, sure, why not? I'm in. Should have got coffee. That was my mistake. I'll do it in the split. Arafuerta Shokugo Yo Da Sakayo, or Arafuerta from Commonplace to World's Strongest. Okay. interesting enough title. I have a good history with things with world's strongest in them. The ordinary life of 17-year-old otaku Hajime Nogumo. The fact that he's a fucking otaku is so goddamn irritating. Is disrupted when he and his classmates are summoned to a fantasy world. Jesus shit. And tasked with saving mankind. When his classmates are gifted with impressive abilities useful in combat, Hajime is belittled for only gaining an inferior transformation skill that lacks any real offensive power. Oh gee. The main character gets transferred to another world, but ends up underpowered. I've never seen that before. During an expedition in the Great Orcus Labyrinth, Hajime is betrayed by one of his classmates. Isn't that what happened in Shield Hero? Plummeting him to the bottom of an abyss. Though he survives the fall, Hajime is faced with menacing monsters and misfortunes that send him spiraling into a grim nightmare. Desperate to live and return home one day, he resolves to fight for his survival, only to meet an imprisoned vampire he names Yue, who is seeking to escape the labyrinth. Isn't that the plot of... that became the plot of Slime. What the shit? Taking an interest in him, Yue and a few others along the way accompany Hajime on his journey to find a way back home, while steadily transforming from the commonplace to world... This just sounds like a mismatch of incredibly popular isekai shows that they've just Frankenstein's together. I'm in. That sounds fucking awful. What the shit? Dumbbell non-kilo Motaro. That's how heavy are the dumbbells you lift. I actually have to watch this anyway, so... Sakura Hibiki is your average high school girl with a voracious appetite. Noticing her clothing tightening in lieu of her slowly expanding waistline, she decides to look into enrolling in the nearby gym. There she runs into a girl from her grade named Soriyuin Akemi. That's almost unsayable. Akemi, who has a muscle fetish, tries to get Hibiki to enroll in gym despite its high ratio of macho men. Thankfully, a beautiful trainer, Machio, his name is Machio, appears and unknowingly convinces her to roll and start a quest with a great body. Oh boy, can't to what the next Mihuru Tights is going to be, and I thought the 50-minute anime about a girl sleeping was bad. Oh shit, that's right, you actually watched that. I also watched that. Yeah, I'm in. I had to watch Dumbbell anyway. Okay, just when Masato thought a random survey conducted in school was over, he got involved in a secret government scheme and was carried along with the flow. He ended up in a game world. As if it wasn't enough, shockingly his mother was there as well. It was a little different from the typical transported to another world setting, but after some bickering. Mom wants to go on an adventure again with Makun. Can Mom become Makun's companion? With that, Masato and Mamako began their adventure as mother and son pair. They met Porta, a cute traveling merchant, and a wise, regrettable philosopher. Along with their new party members, Masato and Co. start their journey. I did watch that with 5 other people all questioning what we were doing. Oh, you all watched that simultaneously, huh? Like, together? I watched it alone, like a man. And hilariously, it wasn't even the worst thing I watched that week. What a bad month for anime March was. Okay, yeah, so I actually got recommended the light novel of this on Amazon, and I read a little bit more about it. Do you like your mom? Her normal attack is 2 attacks at full power. Okasan online. Yeah, well done, a man's story checks out. There you go. Nailed it. So basically the plot about this is that the main character wants to be, like, super cool, but his mom ends up, like, super overpowered, and she's kind of like a abusive tsundere to him, and she wants to fuck him really bad, is, from what I understand, the point of this. And you think all of that would be a red flag for me to not watch it, but it isn't, and I have no tastes, so there you go. Okay, Isekai Cheat Magician. What is... I fucking thought Isekai was dead. Why am I reading so many fucking Isekai titles? As a regular high school student, Tachi and Ren disappeared in a beam of light. Wow, that's never happened to the past 5 fucking things we read. When they came to be, the 2 of them were already in a world of swords and magic. Finally getting away with experiencing an attack by monsters, following the suggestion of adventurers, they headed on the path towards the guild. Yup. In the guild, the two of them found out they possessed unbelievably powerful magic. Thus, the regular high school students transformed into the strongest cheats. That didn't really sell me, actually. It's just an isekai. It's just an isekai series, but there's two people. Oh god, Tsundere Mom, that was a joke me and my friends used to tell. I didn't know it was a thing. The description of this light novel is exactly the same. There seems to be nothing about this that sticks out to me in any way, other than the name Anastasia. And these people don't even have biographies. So there doesn't seem... Although the theme song performance was done by Myth and Royd. And character design was done by Nardak. So... Oh, actually, Myth and Royd... Oh, they did the theme songs for, like, Overlord, ReZero, and you just... Okay, so they're actually good. It was just such a hilarious fucking name, I had to point it out. Nardak. Yeah, no, to be honest, that didn't fucking sell me at all. What the shit? Oh, that's not even... They're still making Sergeant Frog? Why are they still making Sergeant Frog? Yeah, no, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about that one. That one didn't sell me. The girls in high... sorry, this is Araburu Kisetsu no Otome Domo Yo. The girls in high school literature club do a little icebreaker to get to know each other, answering the question, what's the one thing you want to do before you die? One of the girls blurts out, sex. Little do they know, the whirlwind unleashed by the word pushes each of these girls with different backgrounds and personalities into their own clumsy, funny, and painful emotional paths towards adulthood. And even then the joke was about how awful that would be. A tsundere mom would be the worst thing ever. It's not like it made you lunch because I love you or anything, Mom. I actually have that image on my computer. I hear this is actually pretty fucking good. Comedy, drama, romance, school shonen. This is a shonen? Is that accurate? This is actually a shonen series? Who makes a shonen series about a young girl's sexual awakening? I mean, it seems like prime real estate. It's just such an odd decision. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, but it's shonen in the same way that, like, Sankare and Shingeki no Kyojin is... Okay. Yeah, alright, fair enough. No, but seriously, what a weird fucking concept for a shonen. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Why not? I don't have fucking tastes. I actually heard it was legitimately a good show. Tejina Senpai. Yamada's first time. I don't know. Well, the way that described it seemed like it was... I mean, I've never seen Yamada's first time, but that seemed like it was about them, like, blossoming as women based on that description. Isn't Yamada's first time, like, just a comedy series? Our MC finds out his school requires him to join a club, and during his reluctant search, he stumbles upon Taijin Senpai attempting magic tricks in her club room. Taijin Senpai has a massive stage fright, however, and now that she has an audience, her attempts are simply comedic. So this is a show that I guarantee you is either incredibly slept on and fucking hilarious, or it's goddamn trash, and every second I watch it is going to be torture. And I'm willing to take that risk. I don't even need to read this to add it. Okay, a certain scientific accelerator. The espers of Academy City are classified into 6 levels, where level 0 lacks power, while level 5 possess an overwhelming amount. Of the several million espers residing in Academy City, only 7 of them have attained level 5. The ranked highest among them is the one known as Accelerator. Scientific Accelerator focuses on the strongest level 5 after he protects the cheerful Last Order at the price of much of his power. Recovering from the hospital, Accelerator has left a relatively quiet life until he ends up saving the life of Esther Rosenthal, a mysterious girl carrying the photo of the Last Order. Unfortunately, Accelerator now finds himself dragged into a new conflict in the form of a sinister organization called the Disciplinary Action, which plots to use the Last Order for a dangerous mission. Now that they've set their plan into motion and are in pursuit of a young girl, it's up to the world's most powerful Esper and his newfound companion to protect Last Order and defend Academy City in the process. I have no idea what the fuck any of that means, but to be honest, I'm already committed to the series at this point. Yamada's first time. Well, shit, I wasted my life studying. I'm going to live life to the fullest and fuck 100. No, I know the plot of it. I've just never seen it. I already added that, right? Yeah, I added it. What is this? Kanata no Astra. This art style looks really familiar. It's based on a manga by Kenta Shinohara. Oh, fuck, I'm a virgin. Shit. Well, I'll find a virgin guy asking guys if they're virgins later. Well, started, I thought. Who the fuck? Oh, they did Sket Dance. That's why it looks so familiar. They did Sket Dance. Okay. Lurch fucking pumped out a metric shit ton last season, didn't they? Okay, in the year 2063, space travel is feasible and commercially available. That seems hopeful. As cheerful Aries Spring arrives in the spaceport to attend camp on the distant planet of MCPA, her purse is suddenly snatched by a reckless thief. Okay. Luckily, the athletic Kaneda Hoshijima is able to retrieve it for her, and Aries soon discovers that he is among the group of teenagers who will be traveling with her on her excursion as Team B5. Upon arriving at their campsite, the group takes turn for the worse when a strange sphere of black light sucks them into... How is it a sphere of black light? Is it ultraviolet? And sucks them into a vast reaches of outer space. Stranded with seemingly no hope, they find an abandoned ship nearby that provides them with the means to return home. However, they soon discover that they're not as close to the campsite as they initially thought, but in fact, thousands of light years away from home. With this realization, the 9 members must cautiously manage the resources, maintain their strengths, and unite as one to conquer the darkness of space together. While the reason behind their trip's sudden obstruction remains unknown, they are nevertheless embarking on a treacherous voyage back home aboard their new ship, the Astra. That actually sounds interesting. That sounds pretty interesting. I'd watch that. That sounds good. What do we got? Oh, okay. This is the second season of Takagi. Yeah, I didn't like the first season, actually. By the way, Takagi-san is the series where, like, I'm not sure it was specifically the one your friend was talking about, but this is the series where, like, the girl bullies the guy and they end up married. My biggest issue with this is Takagi herself, because now I gotta watch the stream with my shitty earbuds where the right ear is a lot quieter than the left. Oh shit, was I too loud? Yeah, Takagi can't fucking lose any of their contests. Like, it has a similar plot to Love and War, but Love and War had a back and forth going, whereas Takagi wins every time, and some of the times it's just obvious how she's going to win, so it makes it completely unfun to watch. Especially all at once. What the fuck is this? Kawaii Kiraba, Hentai Domo, Suki ni Nate Kurimasuka, or Would You Love a Pervert as Long as She's Cute? It's your ghetto ass equipment. Well, yes. A high school student whose years of not having a girlfriend is his age. Whose year of not having a girlfriend is his age. That doesn't make any sense. Keki Kiryu suddenly received a love letter. He is happy he can finally have a girlfriend, but is also surprised because not only there is no sender name, but also includes a white underwear? Ellipses, 3 question marks. The cute girls who gather around him are all weird and with reasons! Exclamation point question mark. Who is the Cinderella who sent the underwear? The mystery called out mystery. Even hentai was called out. A new feeling of love comedy that calls out hentai begins. When I realized how poorly that was written, I realized I had to read it word for word. Who fucking wrote that? And why did they not spell check it? Well, I guess it's the spelling was fine. Whoever wrote that doesn't speak English. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Uchi no ko no Tame Naraba Orawa Moshi Kashitara Malmo Tausura Kamo Shiranai. If it's for my daughter, I'd even defeat a demon lord. Oh, this is the series where the guy is raising his daughter to fuck her. Yeah. 18-year-old Dale Recchi is skilled, kind, and respected traveler, acknowledged as one of the leading adventurers in the city of Cruz. One day, while out hunting for magical beasts, he comes across a sweet devil girl named Latina. Nope, that is Latina. She is alone, dressed in rags, and bears the devil symbol of a criminal, a broken horn. Concerned for her well-being, Dale decides to ensure Latina's safety by bringing her to his home, eventually leading him to adopting her. Latina is sweet, innocent, and compassionate, charming Dale beyond his expectations. He begins to enjoy his life of parenthood, experiencing trials that come along with raising a child and coping with the heartache he feels whenever his busy lifestyle as an adventurer parts him from her. Although work and life as a new parent become reassuring constants for Dale, the mysteries surrounding the girl remain. Why Latana alone in the forest, and why does she harbor the symbol of a criminal? At the same time, Latana begins to learn about the world and herself as she adjusts to her new life with Dale. So, here's the thing about this series. I would be interested in watching a series about an adventurer raising his children, but from what I have heard in the light novel this is based on, they end up together in some kind of weird relationship, and that knowledge just kind of ruins the concept for me. I mean, otherwise it sounds great, but... Lord L. Mellowai 2, Seino Jinkenbo, Rail Zeppelin Grace Note. Oh, this is vaguely related to Fate Zero. Well, I thought Fate Zero was the worst Fate series, so I'm not going to watch it anyway. When Lord L. Mellowai II, the later Waver valet, gets asked to claim his inheritance over Adra Castle, he travels there with his apprentice, Gray, to do so. But they're not the only ones called that way. The will of the previous owner states the assembled contestants, including Luvia Geleta Edelfelt, must compete in a game of wits in order to win the castle. Oh, but I actually do like Luvia, so that is unfortunate. But I don't even think Luvia is the main character, so I extra don't give a shit. Malsama retry. Okay. Akira Ono is an ordinary working adult who manages the MMORPG Infinity game. 15 years later, after creating the game, Ono decides to shut the servers down once and for all. That's fair. That's fair. However, as the clock strikes midnight, he suddenly finds himself in the battle of middle-aged Hakuto Kunai, Infinity Games' Demon Lord? What? Soon after this mysterious transportation, he witnesses the demon Grail chasing after a little girl named Aku. Although he effortlessly dispatches the creature, because he's a demon lord, Haku is still concerned. After all, he does not remember creating the girl or the demon. Doubting whether he truly in the world of his creation, Hakuto decides to investigate, bringing Aku along as the guide and companion. Hakuto sets out on a world to find out exactly who or what summoned him into this fantasy world, all while leaving the chaos and destruction in his wake. This literally sounds like the plot of Overlord, except for the main character has a daughter who I can only imagine he will one day fuck. Does he fuck her? Can we get confirmation? I bet he fucks her. And another one. All they're talking about is that they made an anime and not whether he fucks her. Whatever. Again, I thought he's the guy who was dead. No, apparently it is not. Sonin Desuka. Because of a plane crash starting today, we're spending the springtime of our lives in a deserted island. There's nothing here, so we have to make everything and eat everything. Check out our high school girl survival story of courage and knowledge. We're actually doing pretty well. We learned how to eat cicadas, how to build traps, a simple allergy test, how to eat hermit crabs, and how to be lesbians, I think. Just because that shows the two girls making out. It sounds like a semi-educational series about survival, which I'm not particularly into, so I guess I'm gonna back out. Okay. Although I just have to say I love the color palette. Katsute Kamidata Kemono Tachi I don't know. to the abandoned sacred beasts. During a protracted civil war that pitted the North against the South, the outnumbered Northerners used dark magical arts to create monstrous super soldiers, incarnates. Now the war has ended. Those secret beasts must learn how to make their way in a peaceful society or face death at the hands of a beast hunter. Nancy Shaw Bancroft, the daughter of an incarnate soldier who met an untimely end at the hands of one such beast hunter, turns to hunting the hunter herself. But when she catches up with her quarry, she discovers hard truths about the lives of incarnates. That sounds not great, and I'm gonna be honest, even the manga cover doesn't look particularly good. Like, look at her fucking eyes. This looks like this was done by an amateur. Who the fuck was the artist for that? Maybe. Oh shit! Dusk Maiden of Amnesia? Oh no, it was they did the character design. But... oh no, they did story and art for Dusk Maiden of Amnesia. So I would expect they could do fucking better than that. Kirito and Asuna are the type of fuckers who would let their real child starve to raise a son. Well, there is a theory that Shiro Yukihime from, Kuro Yukihime. My apologies. Kuro Yukihime from XL World is actually Kirito's daughter. And you know how she always complains that her parents are never around, so there you go. Copcraft is an interesting name for anything. Copcraft. 15 years ago, an unknown hyperspace gate opened over the Pacific. Beyond the gate lies Reto Semini, a strange alternate world where fairies and monsters live. San Teresa, a city where over 2 million immigrants live from both worlds. As a result, there are two haves and have-nots. Here's the world's newest city of dreams, but in the shadow of chaos, crime is rampant. Drugs, prostitution, weapon trafficking. The detectives who stand up to the heinous crimes are the San Teresa City Police. When the detective Kei Motoba and the alternate world knight Tarina, two individuals who differ in gender, personality, and even world of origin, meet, an incident erupts. Two worlds, two justices. From this curtain rises on a buddy police action Wait a minute. It's a fucking buddy cop series where one of them is a grizzled police detective and one of them is a fairy knight. And it got a 7. Who the fuck? What an amazing sounding. What the shit? That sounds amazing. That sounds so fucking good. Given. It's stuck deep inside me and I can't get it out of my head. Maifu's voice is an insane and dangerous weapon. That day, Ritsuka Unoyama started to feel that playing the guitar and playing basketball, both of which he liked very much, were becoming boring. He then encounters Mafuyu Sato, who's holding onto a broken guitar and decides to fix it. The moment Unoyama finishes fixing the guitar, Mafuyu becomes completely attached to him. However, after hearing Mafuyu sing, it leaves a deep impression of him. Sounds gay. Is it gay? It's gay. Okay. What drugs are these people on? The best kind of drugs. I don't even know how to read this because it's in brackets. Naka no Hito Genome. Chico Yo Chu. Irida Akatsuki has unlocked hidden content in the game he's playing, Nakohito Genome, and it turns out that his content is real-life game. He soon wakes up to find that he's been kidnapped and taken to a strange place, along with another of other teammates. Each of them specializes in a certain type of game, like cultivation games, fighting games, puzzle games, etc. A llama-headed teacher gathers them after level 1 is cleared to explain how the game will proceed. Will this group of gamers succeed, and will they make it back to their real lives? That actually sounds real familiar to something I've read before, but also no. But also I'm out. BEM. This is called BEM. This isn't about magical girls. I'm gonna be disappointed. Bem, Bella, and Bello are ugly human-eye yokai who fight for justice. They live among humans and protect them from evil yokai. The three find themselves ostracized from both humans and other yokai, but the three fight in the hopes of days becoming human themselves. Why a llama, though? I don't know. What the fuck was up with the fucking giraffe in review Styrelight. Nobody cares. Don't ask questions. I bet this is underrated, and also I don't want to watch it. Jishokyusei no Maruzukai. One day, out of boredom, Tanaka decided to give her classmate nicknames based on their quirks. Her friend Sakuchi becomes Oda for her nerdy interests, and other friend Shigenomiya becomes Robo because of her expressionless personality. In retaliation, her friends decide to name Tanaka Baka. These are ridiculous days of three high school friends claiming or not the height of their youth. Okay, so it just sounds like a school comedy. Never watched one of those before. Machikado Mizuko, awakening her dormant abilities as a devil one day. Ow, God, I've clawed myself with my nails. Oh, Jesus, that hurts. Yoko Yoshida, aka Shadow Mistress Yuko, is entrusted with the mission to defeat the Light Clan Shrine's maiden, a magical girl by her ancestor Lilith. Yuko meets magical girl Momo Chiyoda through her classmate Henri Sada and challenges her to a duel but loses quickly due to her lack of strength. Since then, Yuko has struggled with her role as a devil in her duel with Momo and borrowed help from her regularly. However, by a strange coincidence, Yuko also weakens Momo by taking away her power to cooperate in protecting the peace of Tama City. So it just sounds like a magical girl series. To be honest, I don't even remember. Like, I think I've seen AMV Hell. What, that's all we got. Oh, unless these are both girls. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not that big into it. Granbelm. In a world that long featured the existence of a magic that has lost that ability, the story begins when very normal high school student Mengetsu Konahida meets Shingetsu Ernesta Fukami, who's migrated back to Japan from Germany on a night with a full moon. They all get magical powers, and then they all die horribly because everyone is ripping off fucking Madoka, even though that wasn't the point of Madoka, and also Madoka sucks. MV Hell 3 is the only one worth watching. Good to know. I mean, fucking shit. That image right there looks like Madoka. I bet it's a Madoka. I'm like, yeah, it's probably just, you know what, I don't even care. I'm not doing it to myself anymore. I'm not doing it anymore. Ensemble Stars. Yamenosaki Private Academy, a school located on a hill facing the ocean, specializing in boys' idol training. The school has a long history of producing generations of idols for the entertainment world out and the young men overbrimming with talent. Like the shining stars in the sky, due to special circumstances, you are a transfer... I'm sorry. I am a transfer student at the school, as well as the only female student there. Okay, good to know that I am there, and I am the only woman there. Gotcha. In fact, you are chosen to be the very first student of the producer course, and your task is to produce these idols. We hope you will enjoy your journey with the idols you meet at the company, as well as the vigorous ensemble that together you will make. Okay, so the plot of this is that I am a female producer in an academy full of hot young guys, which I must then lead on their careers. Yup. Okay. Good for me. Yeah, it has to be. It's based on a game, which is a weird decision. I guess the main character is such a blank slate in that game, this was the only thing they could do. Well, there you go. Ensemble Stars is the anime for you. This is Senkai Zessu Symphogear 15. Fuck you, they're not on season 15 of Symphogear. They're on 5th series of Senkai Zessu Symphogear. Very clearly, this was written by a British person. Alright, what the fuck is Symphogear even about? Symphogear is old as shit, and I've never watched any of it. You saw Midodic on some article titled 10 Shows for Fans of Sailor Moon. Yeah. Gee, yeah, I mean, at least there's some sense to the... What the fuck is Symphogear? Oh, I wanted to watch it anyway. Alright, Tsubasa Kazanari and Kaneda Amo, the idol duo known as Y-Wing, use their songs to power ancient weapons known as symphogears to combat a deadly alien race called the Noise. While the general public is aware of the Noise's existence, knowledge of the symphogears are kept a secret. When the Noise attack one of the Zwei concerts, Kaneda sacrifices herself to protect a young girl named Hibiki Tachibana, leaving Tsubasa devastated and a fragment of symphogear embedded within Hibiki. 2 years pass, and Hibiki is once again dragged into a Noise attack. While rescuing a young girl who's been left during the evacuation, she awakens the powers of Kaneda's symphogear lying within her. Although Tsubasa still grieves over the loss of Kaneda, both girls must now learn to work together, using their powers to defend humanity against the Noise. Okay, that's interesting enough. We'll see if I get there, whether I'll watch that. This is Kochoki Wakaki Nobunaga. Shout out to Nobunaga, he was a pretty cool dude. This series is historical drama, aesthetically and boldly adapting the life of Oda Nobunaga in his teens up to the time as a warlord against his brother Nobuyuki. Oh, but nobody cares about Nobunaga's teen years. That wasn't when he was interesting. Trinites. Riku Haruma enters high school without a future in sight. He sees people playing like monsters on the ground, jumping higher than anyone else, running fast, deciding to try their best. There he sees Akira Kiria playing rugby, a sport he was once passionate about, but gave up due to his physique. While Akira is running roughly, Riku gives him a piece of ice without thinking that. From that, Riku feels his dying passion for the sport set ablaze, and his future starts to brighten up. Fuck yeah. We have a Josei School sports show about rugby. It's a Josei. Do women care about the sport of rugby? Is that what does it for the ladies? Interesting. You know what does it for the ladies is whatever the fuck this is. This looks like this is made for the ladies. This is Yabisake Kara no Honeki no Netsujo Osananajima wa Shuboshi. Office worker Ryu Fujihashi is trapped inside her apartment, which has set ablaze. There we go. The firefighters arrive in time to save her, and one of them happens to be Somo Mizuno, Fujihashi's childhood friend who she had a crush on. As the apartment fire gets put out, an old love gets rekindled, and then all of the men take all of their clothes off. It's only 3-minute episodes. This actually sounds mildly amusing, and is short enough that I could watch this in like 5 minutes. I think I might actually try it. This is Yami Shibai 7. Didn't this series go downhill in the 3rd season? 7th season of Yami Shibai, a series of short horror stories full of mystery and darkness, supernatural phenomena, and Japanese folktales told by a mysterious old man. So it's just a bunch of short stories. This is Star Mew 3rd season. This is the 3rd season of Star Mew. I don't know what any of that means. What the fuck is Star Mew? Okay, nope. All the way back to Star Mew. This series tells of 5 students, Yuda Hoshitani, Toro Nayuki, Kaito Tsukigami, Kakeru Genji, and Shu Kuga as they struggle to enter the musical department of Ayanagi Academy, a school focusing on music. They need to be accepted to the Star Fame cast, which is directly taught by members of the Kokai, the talented from the musical department who stand at the top of the pecking order with the Academy. Luckily, they're spotted by Itsuki Onori, one of Kokai's members. So this is about a male idol group. Good to know. Good to know. This here is Restage Dream Days. This story centers around the first-year student, Mana Shikimiya, as she pursues her dreams of winning the Prism stage, the competition that determines the top middle school idol. So, this is about loli idols. A lot of isekai and idols. Yeah, it's male idols and isekai. That's the season. Business fish. Business fish. I don't know what else you want me to say about this. Business fish. Hakata Mentai, Pirakarako-chan. A daily eating life happening at the street seems... I'm sorry. A daily eating life happening at a street that seems like Hakata, but not Hakata. Fairy of Mentaiko, Pirakarako-chan, goes around the street to solve? Question mark. Nailed it. I missed this fucking series so hard. Can we get an isekai about male idols? You just nailed the perfect show. This is Great Pretender. Wow, there wasn't a lot of summer anime, was there? Only bads are our targets. Trick you, deceive you, cheat all fortunes of you. You can hear our stories in LA, Singapore, London, Shanghai, and Tokyo. Why? Our con games stage is the whole world. Edamura Masato is supposedly Japan's greatest swindler. Together with his partner, Kudo, they try to trick a Frenchman in Asukasa, but unexpectedly get tricked instead. The Frenchman, who they tried to swindle, turns out to be Laurenette Tyree, a much higher level confidence man in control of the mafia. Edamura is yet to find out what fate awaits him after having engaged in the Frenchman's dirty jobs. What? It has an average score of 3. There we go. Here, let's, what is this? We have to read this. What is this about? It says it premiered in summer 2019, but the first episode was shown at a venue in Los Angeles. The actual anime only starts airing next year, so that's why you won't find any streaming sites. Oh, okay. Alright, so this isn't even out yet. Okay. Alright, so that's not even real. Card Fight Vanguard Shinemon Hen. Look, I'm not going to watch it, but I'll at least read what it's about. This is a story about Shinemon Neta, the future manager of Card Capital. What is happening in that fucking show? What the fuck is Card Gap? Did fucking Card Fight Vanguard just take the fucking Yu-Gi-Oh route and just kept going with it? 10 years before the reunion of Eiichi Sendo and Toshikai Ken, the card shop run by the Tokura family, Card Capital, is going out of business. Then came an attempt to take over the store by Isuke Hibino, the owner of a major card shop. In order to protect Card Capital, Shimon Nida stands up as the self-proclaimed manager. Oh, okay, so Card Capital isn't a city based entirely around playing children's card games. Well, that just sounds terrible then. Why would I ever fucking watch it? This is Warasho, Werera, Shobutsu, Aigo, Inkai. 3 girls come from another planet to save the mistreated plant animals of Earth. Black Cat Amiro, Squirrel Rumi, and Rabbit Ray all make their way to Earth, but Ray crashes her UFO. Luckily, Amiro and Ray run into Earth Girl Miname, and together they set to conquer the world. Sure, okay. These are TV continuing. What is still going? One Piece, Black Clover, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Boruto, Detective Conan. Of course, Detective Conan is still going. Fairy Tail, the final series. Boo! Fruits Basket, first season. Carol and Tuesday, which we read last time. Whatever the fuck this is. I plan to watch it, apparently. Shin-Chan, of course, Shin-Chan is still going. That Thing, Diamond and Ace, Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains, Mix, Inazuma 11, some Precure, whatever that is. Some more Mobile Suit Gundam, that stuff, these kid things, Card Fight, that thing, Beyblade, that, Bakugan, whatever that looks like, that's about Jesus, this shit, some bunch of kid anime still going. What do we got for O&As? Something in Chinese. This is Mao Doozy Shitu. I don't watch Chinese shows because seeing Chinese come out of an animated character's mouth, I just can't. Like, my brain breaks in half. I know it's weird. I know that's my problem, but also it's my problem. As the Grand Master who founded the demonic sect, Wei Wuyan roamed the world in his wanton ways, hated by millions for the chaos he created. In the end, he was backstabbed by his fiercest Shidai, I don't know what that means, and killed by powerful clans that combine to overpower him. He incarnates into the body of a lunatic who is abandoned by his clan and is later unwillingly taken away by a famous cultivator among the clans, Lan Wangji. his arch enemy. This marks the start of a thrilling yet hilarious journey of attacking monsters, solving mysteries, and raising children. From the mutual flirtation along the way, Wei Wuyan slowly realizes that Lan Wangyi, a seemingly haughty and indifferent poker face, holds more feelings for Wei Wuyan than he is letting on. So this is like a boys love cultivator show, like a boys love cultivator like Chinese cartoon, which actually sounds pretty interesting. But so there you go. Yosuke is a normal 17-year-old. He enjoys games, karaoke, and a hardworking student. Only problem is he's capital ugly. Because of his looks, he has no friends. One day, upon picking an idle MMO, upon picking it up, his mind goes blank, and Yosuke finds himself looking rather wraithing ravishing. Now he's part of an idol group, Zeus, along with Jin, Kaz, and Shinji. The four of them are charged with protecting the world with song. There you go, Isekai about male idols. Nailed it. Kengen Ashura. I hear the manga's really good. The animation looks fucking trash. It looks like the whole thing has the animation that the new Baki opening has, but they just kept it for the whole fucking show. Although I hear that it's better, like, I hear that the manga itself is in ways superior to Baki. Since the Edo periods of Japan, gladiatory arenas exist in certain areas, and these arenas, wealthy business owners and merchants hire gladiators to fight in unarmed combat where winner takes all. Tokita Oma, nicknamed Ashura, joins these arenas and devastates his opponents. His spectacular ability to crush his enemy catches the attention of big business owners, including Noige Group chairman Nogi Hideki. So this is about men fighting. It's about men who fight. I hear it's good, but I don't care. Knights of the Zodiac, Saint Seiya. I have never cared about Saint Seiya, and you can't make me care about Saint Seiya. The fucking series is like 7,000 years old. It ended in 12,000 years ago. And it ended in 1990. It's actually not nearly as old as I thought it was. But you can't make me care about it. Can give like one seasons in the Aoi Doujin community will keep interest in this series. Best part is I would not watch the story I just wrote. Neither would I. Zeus had a daughter named Athena. We know this. The goddess of war. A group of youths flocked to Athena, fighting to protect her amidst heroic battles as her saints. Their proof of being a saint laid with the battle protector known as the sacred cloth. After virtual eternity, a new struggle is about to unfold, now again over the cloth. A boy named Seiya has crossed his way over to Greece to undergo training to become a saint and obtain the cloth. Bronze cloth, the lowest position among saints. Every saint takes a constellation as their tutelary god, and Seiya's guardian star is Pegasus, the child of Medusa. Yes, that's true. Look it up. Now the saints gather together from all over the world to participate in the Galactic War Championship of Saints, aiming at the gold cloth, the symbol of the ruler of the saints. The curtain for the Galactic War has been cut open. During the death battle between the saints, Phoenix, the Black Saint, suddenly appeared on the scene and runs off with the gold cloth in front of a full house in his ambition to become ruler of the world. Seiya and his fellow bronze cloth warriors go after Phoenix and his shadow army to retrieve the lost gold cloth. The battle wages among the saints. The strongest young man on Earth begin now. That sounds terrible. You cannot make me care about Saint Seiya. No one will ever make me care about Saint Seiya. Cannon Busters. Follow the adventures and exploits of Sam, a high-end, royal-class friendship droid who's joined by a quirky, discarded maintenance robot and a brash, deadly fugitive. Together, the unlikely trio began an unforgettable journey in a fantastic and dangerous world in search of Sam's best friend, the heir to a powerful kingdom under siege. That actually doesn't sound that bad, and it's on Netflix, so it's super easy for me to watch, actually. And I've seen the Netflix trailer, and it doesn't look that bad, so maybe I'll give it a little shot. Maybe I'll dip my toes in. Get a little wet. I don't know. Also, apparently one of the main characters is named Philly the Kid, which is a pun that I enjoy. So, look at that. Philly the Kid. Hodoraki Saibo, Nekusho, Moshimo, Pokari Sweet Arata, or whatever. This is a crossover between Hodoraki Saibo and Otsuka Pharmaceutical Pokari Sweet about hypothermia, released on Otsuka Pharmaceutical's YouTube channel. So this is this is just Hodoraki Saibo, but it tells you about hypothermia. Which is... This is a water commercial. This looks like a water commercial. Gintama Monster Strike Hen. This is a collaboration between Gintama and Monster Strike. Well, I'm not that big. For a second, I thought you were talking about Sank Michaelia School, which, yeah, don't look that up. Okay. Good to know. Yeah, not super into Gintama, if I'm being honest, but I also don't know what Monster Strike is. This is Digimon Survive, the prologue movie. This is the prologue movie to Digimon Survive, released by Bandai Namco's official YouTube channel for the eventual 2020 release of Digimon Survive game. The movie was first shown in the Anime Expos panel, The Future Digimon, and then later posted online. It's never good when something is called The Future of Digimon. Shout out to Digimon, I guess. I guess Digimon's not dead yet. This is an SD Black Clover short comedy special released exclusively on DTV. So obviously, probably not going to watch that. This is Mini Yuri. Mini Yuri will be a 4-episode series with a runtime of 5 minutes per episode. The short anime will feature mini characters and the online debut at a later time. So I think this is about Euro Yuri. So it's like Euro Yuri shorts. This is Hero Mask. This is the second part of Hero Mask. Hero Mask. Now there's a mysterious mask before James Blood. The man behind it is one that shouldn't exist. What is the mystery surrounding this mask? So begins an action-packed crime story set in a beautiful city. Hero Mask. Hero Mask. That doesn't sound particularly interesting, and it never looked that good either. It looked like... The fucking trailer for Hero Mask, if this is what I remember it is so hilariously bad that I think the creator of the trailer doesn't even give a fuck about Hero Mask. Cyber Sleuth was funny, you liked it, however, it is some of the worst shit you've ever seen in an RPG. Okay. This is just called Another World. The official website for Tomohiko Ito's original film, Hello World, announced on Tuesday. It received a third-part spin-off, Another World, beginning the film September 20, blah, 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 so nobody cares. This is Shoujo Kanto All Starlight. I think this is about Shoujo Kakeki Review Starlight, which sucks. This is... Let's see if I can even say this. Dopo Kon Kyong third season. Dopo Kyongkwang. Nailed it. Nailed it. In a land where no magic is present, a land where where the strong make the rules and the weak have to obey. A land filled with alluring treasures and beauty, yet also filled with unforeseen danger. 3 years ago, Xiaoyan, who had talents none had seen in decades, suddenly lost everything. His powers, his reputation, his promise to his mother. What sorcery has caused him to lose all of his powers? And why has his finances, his fiancée, suddenly shown up? You have a long-ass and annoying boss fight that will trick your ass, but the fight will be interrupted by a cutscene where you can't beat the boss and you get no experience after the fight. This happens a lot, especially near the end, so yeah, expect a lot of grinding. I had a similar experience in Tales of Zestria, which I'm pretty close to beating. This is SD Gundam World Sengoku Sekotsuden. As if led by fate, after meeting Guan Yu Nu Gundam and Zhang Fei God Gundam, Lui Bui Unicorn Gundam. I get it. I get it. Very clever. Resolves to save the world. Repeated warfare has destroyed countries that once prospered gloriously, leaving the world in ruins. Just when revival is in sight, an epidemic of a mysterious yellow zombie virus breaks out. The virus carriers lose themselves and start attacking people. The survivors are forced to live inside fortified cities, protection relying on a form of energy known as Trinity. However, this finite energy has caused social stratification and much conflict. Each fortified by city is isolated by walls, and each country is ruled by a lord. The Lord Dongzhao has been acting in an outrageous manner since the passing of the previous lord. As drawn together by destiny, Lu Bu Unicorn Gundam meets Guan Yu Nu Gundam and Zhang Fei God Gundam and decides to save the world. Eventually, the passion of the three young men will bring about a great change in the world. The new heroes unveil a new chapter in history. This sounds like some weird fucking combination of a zombie plague, a sci-fi series, the basic plot of Gundam, and Romance of the Three Kingdoms. What the fuck is happening in that? This is Ling Long Incarnation. In the not-too-distant future, the human world has been overpopulated. Yeah, no, that's shockingly accurate. Human marched to the stars in search of a new home, and just as this was going on, the moon's alignment caused massive earthquakes to ripple across the world. I'm not sure. Okay, I'll let it go. Lasting several decades. Several decades? Humanity was demolished. No fucking shit. When the land finally recovered, humanity re-emerged. From what? To face this strange yet familiar world. Will we, who once lorded this domain, still remain the masters of this world? What the fuck is this even? Okay. This is Motoromi no Vivera. Sana suddenly wakes and is transported to a dream world by someone or something. What she experienced will change her life in the real world forever. This just seems like a music video. So we're seeing a lot of male idols, isekai, and Chinese cartoons. No, seriously, Chinese actual Chinese, yeah. This is Tales of the Rays, Everlasting Destiny. Bandai Namco announced a new anime titled Tales of the Rays, Everlasting Destiny. This will feature the other side of the rescue of... from the second chapter of the game Mirage Prison, showing the actions of Stan and Leon, and will connect to the game's new story, Fairy's Requiem, which is third arc in the game at. Excuse me. This is Xiaonu Quanzhan Ren Xingzhao Zhu Cheng. Adaptation of the mobile game Girls Frontline will meet the everyday lives of the tactical dolls. That is such a combination of just, like, basic Chinese that it makes it sound like I'm making fun of the Chinese language when I attempted to read that. This is Da Zuzai. It's an adaptation of the Chinese web novel of the same name, written by Heavenly Silkworm Potato. Yep. This is just called Jurassic. Toei Animation announced a new short film on the Friday titled Jurassic that will debut the streaming on YouTube in mid-August. Most of the staff for the anime comprised of younger staff at Toei Animation. The anime is the first series of new projects for the studio featuring the younger staff. The real-size Koseibatsu Zuken, Real-Size Extinct Creatures in Picture Book by Ken Chuya is inspiring the anime, and Tsuchiya is serving as the anime's extinct creature supervisor. Basically, it's just going to be Jurassic Park. This is Look plus One Piece special movie. A One Piece collaboration with Lions brand cleaning product, Look Plus. The crew needs to do some basic cleaning on the ship, but Frankie tells them they don't need to work as hard as they need to, with a series of cleaning products that essentially do all the labor. Well, good, because otherwise you are never going to get Luffy to clean a fucking ship. This is Hanhua Rigi. I don't have any other information to go on. This is Hanhua Rigi. God troubles me. Isekai, male idols, Chinese cartoons, commercials. Yup. But this says Man's Diary. Well, there we go. Nanimo Shite Agrerenai is a music video of the idol group 22 divided by 7. Isn't that just pi? That's just pi. That's just pi. That is just pi. Okay. Sonata. It's a Sandless stop-motion paint on glass by Koji Yamamura showcasing the seasons. It's stated to have been created in 1988, early in his career, but it's unknown if it was ever publicly showcased prior to Yamamura uploading this piece to his own YouTube channel in 2019. Okay, so it's a little art piece. I almost feel like, for the sake of brevity, we could just stop. This is Takanosume Dan Uchimoi, a collaboration between Eagle Talent and it's a real estate. This is a real estate advertisement. This is Deluxe Dayo Kaishin. With the conclusion of Asado Yo Kaishin TV broadcast, it gets reborn with a brand new story and new characters, so this actually seems like a real fucking show. Though some will make a comeback. This time follows human Kamoyama, who is on his way to becoming a corporate elite when one mistake sent him to work as the manager of the sale department, Z, filled with shellfish, incompetent employees. He aims to regain his corporate elitism by converting these employees into decent members of the workforce with good sales results, but their laziness knows no bounds. This webisodes are being released on DLE's official YouTube channel as slated to have official English subtitles. This is about a guy trying to whip some employees into shape. But it's an actual show and not a commercial, so that's interesting. Alright, this here is Takanosume Yoshida-kun Baton File Natsuyam-sumi Mystery Adventure. A mini-side episode of Summer Mystery Adventure series to Takanosume 8 Yoshida no Baton File film. The film was released 3 minutes... Oh, I read that as 3 minutes ago. 3 minutes ago! Its manga counterpart is still running. This is Megiddo 72, Nagaki Sen Tabi no Kawatara Day, is what this is. This is Terrace House Craft Boss. Isn't Terrace House like a Japanese reality show? A Suntory advertisement featuring popular beverages from the Craft Boss band as anime characters in the 30s. The ad is a collaboration with the latest season of Terrace House reality show, which follows the lives of 3 men and 3 living who live in the same house to get to know each other. So yes. Is it an advertisement crossover with a reality show? Japan, what the fuck? What the fuck? It's just a beer commercial crossed over with an anime. Gee. Okay. King Chi Hong, Zhao Dao Ba, Wise Wan, Mo Jiang, Wang. These are extra stories of Beanie's Daily. Cool. Cool. I don't care what Beanie's Daily is. Look, we have 2 fucking seasons to go through this stream. I don't care what Beanie's Daily is. If you care what Beanie's Daily is, go look it up yourself. This is Xenozard the animation. This is an animation to the adaptation of the Bandai app game Xenozard. Considered the episode 0 of the adaptation. It released on the Xenozard YouTube channel on September 10th and aired on TV September 13th midnight. It looks fucking majestic. Look at that color palette. I don't know what the fuck Xenozard is. This here is Phantom Mini Anime, a simplistic chibi anime side stories to the tokusatsu show Secret Heroine Phantom Mirage. I could literally stop right now. Kokami, Sekai, and Yotsuba are 3 middle schoolers and friends who lead different lifestyles. One day they meet Kumichi, a talking teddy bear fairy sent by her master Fandy to search for wish-granting artifacts, the reverse jewels that can corrupt a human's heart. Kumichi later chooses them to become Phantom Mirage, a Robin Hood-styled phantom thieves of justice, to acquire the reverse jewels with the promise of granting their own wishes. The Phantom Mirage proceed in this by purifying people who are corrupted by the Gyaku police, a group of bad cops who use the reverse jewels to turn those they arrest into Ikenaires, an evil polarized version of themselves, becoming mass media sensations while attracting the attention of the actual police who are investigating them. The Gyaku police, the Phantom Mirage members, are warned to conceal their identities from the... That's the plot of Persona 5. Okay. Okay. This is an OVA bundled with the 12th and 13th limited edition light capsule of Slime. The problem is we won't know who any of these fucking characters are if we've just watched the fucking anime, I think. so I'm not sure it matters. Plus, it looks like a beach episode, so I'm probably good skipping it. This is Mob Psycho 100. Who gives a shit? Because I don't like Mob Psycho. How about that? How about that's its name? Mob Psycho, who gives a shit? Totsukunai no Shoujo, the girl from the other side. I just want to point out that this top image right here with like the witch and the little girl looks fucking awesome. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if some anime studios were making a full 12-episode run continuing South Park Fun Times with weapons. Let not an outsider touch thee, lest thou shalt be cursed forever. Once upon a time in a land far away that was divided into two realms, the outside roamed terotomorphic creatures who I don't know what that word means. You've gotten me, anime. What? Theromorphic. Especially of a deity having an animal form. Okay. Creatures who had the power to curse whoever they touched. Humans could live safely only inside, but when a lost little girl inside named Shiva and a demonic beast outsider simply known as Teacher initiate a quiet coexistence in the same side of the forest, their bond seems to transcend their incompatible natures. It is the beginning of a folktale about two outcasts, one human, one inhuman, who lingers in the hazy twilight that separates night from day. That actually sounds legitimately interesting. It's got like a nice watercolor art style too. Oh, you have a volume of this manga? There's not a lot of information given about this. Oh, there's only one episode. I like that the source is Production IG, but the studio is listed as WIT. Yeah, maybe I'll watch it. This is a Nep adaptation? I see Adult Neptune. So, the fourth Nep game is my assumption. This is Gochumon wa Usagi Desuka Sing for You, which is about Gachumon wa Usagi Desuka, which is about when a new year comes, especially the rabbit house. Since their arrival at the cafe, Kokahodo has become accustomed to her new life as a waitress, even though the rabbit house isn't the rabbit paradise she initially envisioned to be. Life is pleasant, and she enjoys spending time working with her friends and waitresses. They kind of middles go with the fuzzy bunny hair. I'm actually reading that so fast, it's useless. This is about fucking people working at a fucking cafe, and also you get to see lolis get drunk, basically. The manga art looks like that. That's not a real link. I didn't get a real link from that. This is Majiboje Romero Kenketsu Han, which is based on something else. This is about an unfortunate accident, completely normal heterosexual high school student. That's an interesting statement that they required to say. After an unfortunate accident, completely normal heterosexual high school student Kota Shibaki is branded as a school pervert, with the girls avoiding Kota like the plague. Truly, the young man's worst nightmare has come to fruition. One day in the school library, he stumbles upon a peculiar book said to possess the power to summon witches. Partly out of desperation, partly out of boredom, Kota decides to play along with the joke of the book until an apprentice witch going by the name of Rumuro Moji Ruka appears before him. In an unusual turn of events, Kota ends up helping Rumuro with some general witchery tasks in exchange for his soul being spared. It's a boy, isn't it? Moji Rumuro follows the misadventures of Rumuro as she attempts to persuade Kota to use the 666 magical wish-granting tickets in her efforts to become a fully fledged witch. Unaware that every time she grants a wish, Kota's life is shortened. Aided by Rumuro's familiar, Chiro, Kota must decide between helping Rumuro or saving his own life. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, so it's not actually a boy, so why the fuck did you need to specifically state he was heterosexual? Like, why was that relevant information? Okay, whatever. I guess he's heterosexual. I guess that was important for us to know. I guess that mattered to the plot for some reason. Yeah, that's some cool fucking art, to be fair. This is Hozoki no Reitatsu. This is the fucking demon show. It's just an OVA for that fucking demon show where the leader is like the leader of hell or some shit. Like, I think it's about King Enma or some shit, I think, right? It's probably right. Yup, nailed it. Okay. These are movies that came out. This is Tenki no Ko. The summer of its high school freshman year, Hodaka runs away from his remote island in Tokyo and quickly finds himself pushed to his financial and personal limits. The weather is unusually gloomy. It rains every day, as if to suggest his future. He lives his days in isolation, but finally finds work as a writer for a mysterious occult magazine. Then one day, Hodaka meets Hina on a busy street corner. The bright and strong-willed girl possesses a strange, wonderful ability. The power to stop rain and clear the sky. Oh, get it? Get it? Do you get it? She can clear the sky and stop rain. Get it? Get it? She makes his future brighter and clears his depression. Get it? Do you get it? It's so smart. Fuck off. Konosuba movie. I'm in. It doesn't even say anything. It just says Konosuba movie. Already in. This is a Violet Evergarden movie. I'm also in. Violet Evergarden was pretty good. This is the 14th One Piece movie. As a big One Piece movie fan, I don't give a shit. Hello World. Didn't care the first fucking world shit. Don't care now. This is Ni no Kuni. Is this based off of the place or the game? The game, I think. High schooler Yu and his friend Haru get involved in a case involving his childhood friend Kotona, which forces them to go back and forth between another world that is different but somewhere similar to their Ni no Kuni. The real world and Ni no Kuni. When Kotona's life is in danger, what's the ultimate choice the three of them have to make in Ni no Kuni? This seems like the kind of trash that comes out after Your Name got popular. I liked Your Name. This is the third Free movie, but it's just a recap of Free Dive to the Future. So nobody cares even if you did care. This is Legend of the Galactic Hero something. The New Thesis. The Stellar War. I don't know. I don't know what this is. It's some part of Legend of the Galactic Hero. This is Quanzi Gaoshou Zi Daifeng Rongyao. Also, it has a sequel. But I don't care. Oh, I already read this last time. So go watch one of my other videos if you give a shit. Which nobody does. This is Bang Dream Film Live. This is a film about Bang Dream. This is Dragon Quest, your story, based on Dragon Quest V. That's what you get. It's based on Dragon Quest V, and they have a slime in it. And he's very mad. Look how unhappy that slime looks. This here is Zezazimo's Tongjiang Shi, which is all you need to know about it. This is Lu Zhao Heizanji. Didn't we already talk about Lu Zhao Heizanji? Nope. Alright, well, who cares? This is Yomemi no I. That's the controller slime. Good to know. The painter Kuwata Kisei lived for over 200 years. That's okay. He created ways to sketch a series of picture books illustrating humans and animals, all richly expressed. One day he was sketching a carp. He became a carp in his dream. Carp enjoyed swimming, but the fisherman caught that carp. Interesting. So it's about a guy's paintings. This is a recap of the first season of Danmachi. This is the 0 episode of Fate Grand Order. This is a recap of the first 5 episodes of Our Fuerte. This is... Oh, here we go. Here's something worth reading. Miru Tights, Cosplay Satsui Tights. Special included in the Blu-ray. Ren accompanies Yua to attend a photo shoot to model for an illustrator. To calm the girl's nerves, Homie runs a practice shoot where he takes place of her amicably animated legs, I imagine. I'm in. This is Kono no Hate de Kwai wa Uto Shoujo Yono recap. So this is that light novel that everyone went visual novel everyone went gaga for, but this is a recap in case you were too lazy to watch 26 episodes of it. This is Copcraft recap. Look, I'm already watching Copcraft. What the fuck do I care? This is Carol and Tuesday recap. Who cares? Okay, there we go. That was summer. Who's ready for fall? Oh, God, I am fucked. I don't even have booze. Alright. Boku no Hero Academia 4th season. Look, it's Hiro Aka. If you care, you're gonna watch it. Even I only barely care, and I'm still gonna watch it. There you go. Sword Art Online Alicization War of the Underworld. Look, it's Sword Art Online. It's the second part of Alicization. If you care, you're gonna watch it. There you go. I'm gonna have to watch that fucking special. Look, I'm gonna fucking watch it. It's gonna be terrible. This is the 4th season of Shingeki no Soma. This is a series where people have orgasms while cooking. That's it. I don't know. I've never watched it. I hear it's good. But if you care, it's on the 4th fucking season. This is a new season of Nanatsu no Taizai. Look, I'm gonna watch it, alright? If you don't know what Nanatsu no Taizai is, look it up. I'm not reading it. This is the 3rd season of Psycho Pass. Wait a minute, what? What? They're making a 3rd season of Psycho Pass. Well, there you go. There's the 3rd season of Psycho Pass. If you want to watch the 3rd season of Psycho Pass, or you don't know what Psycho Pass is, people love it. It's elitist bait. There you go. Psychopaths. Okay, season 3. What do you know? Well, I'm sorry. No, I need to go back to season 3 of Psychopaths. When the fuck did the last season of when was Psychopaths 2? Oh, only December 2014. That's not bad. When does that trash come out? If it is, then great. Can watch Miru Tights and sink into deeper depression. Oh, that was the summer list, so I guarantee you that Miru Tights special is already out. Fate Grand Order, Zetai Maju Senshin Babylonia. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I only care about the Fate series when Shiro Emiya is in it, which is contrary to what most people would actually say, because most people aren't a Shiro fan. But if Shiro isn't in it, I don't give a fuck. And Shiro is definitely not in this, so I don't give a fuck. Alright, this is Chihaya Furu 3. Which I believe Chihaya Furu is actually a pretty well-received shoujo series. Josei series, yeah. About, like a girl, and there's like a bunch of hot dudes, and then they play sports. I hear it's good. I don't know. It's not up in my alley. Maybe I should actually read what the fuck this is about. Chihaya Ayase is a strong-willed and tomboyish girl who grows under the shadow of her older sister. With dreams of her own, she's contented to share her life until she meets Arata Wataya. The quiet transfer student in her elementary class introduces her to competitive karate, a physically and mentally demanding game inspired by classic Japanese analogy of 100 poets. Captivated by Arata's passion for the game and inspired by the possibility of becoming the best in Japan, Chihaya quickly falls in love with the world of karate, along with the prodigy Arata and her haughty but hardworking friend Tachi Mashima. She joins the local Shiranomi Society, and the trio spend their idyllic childhood days playing together under circumstances slow them up. Now in high school, Chihaya has grown into a karate freak. She aims to establish the municipal Mizuzawa High Competitive Karate Club, setting her sights on the national championship at the Omijingu. Reunited with now indifferent Tachi, Chie's dreams of establishing a karate team is only one step away from becoming true. She must bring together members with a passion for game that matches her own. I hear this is actually like a genuinely good show. I just don't give a fuck. Fate was a hentai game, and now the original creator really, really wants you to forget that, but I haven't forgotten. I still remember that dumb threesome during the Berserker fight. That happened. That did happen. To be fair to the creator, as far as the hentai goes, he didn't want there to be any sex scenes, but the publisher specifically only made Eero games back then, so they forced him to do it. In his defense. Assassin's Pride. In a world where only the aristocrats have the power to fight monsters, the monster Mana, a youth named Kufa, is dispatched as a tutor to find Merida's talent, a nuisance girl born into Duke's family. If she's not talented, assassinate her. That is the dark side of his task. I don't know, that sounds kind of terrible. That motherfucker looks like Kirito. That looks like Kirito. Like, he has the same eye color. What is this? What is this? That's all we get. Although her name is Vampire, and his name is Angel. Which is terrible. I'm in, obviously. But fuck. This is Bokutachi wa Benkyo go Dekane. Which is the second season of something I've never heard of. Well, I already plan to watch it, so who cares? Go watch whatever video I talked about that in. This is Kubakucho Sherlock. Shinjuku Eastward Streets Chaos. There's a Kubichi... There are so many words here. In the center of the street with most chaos, there's a Kubikichio with full of... Oh, you know why I can't fucking read this? Here we go. Let me do this justice then. Shinjuku Ward, East Side. The center of the street with most chaos. There's a Kubikichio with full of neon lights. When the light is stronger, the shadow is deeper. The story begins when certain bizarre murder happens one night. Suspense or comedy. Drama that cannot identify begins. There you go. That's what that's about. Azur Lane. This is a game where you collect sexy ship ladies. And then they made an anime about sexy ship ladies. Probably great for waifu bait. Probably bad as far as anything watchable. Grotesque strong enemy called Siren has suddenly appeared from the sea. In order to fight against them, a group of army Azur Lane has formed. They were successful in stopping the attack from Siren for a moment using warships. The different ideals from the people who formed it has shown. The story is about girls who fight strong enemies that never face while dealing with trouble in each camp. Yep, they're anthropomorphized ships as far as I know. This is Shinshochu Yusha Kono Yusha Ga Ora Tsue Kused ni Shinsho Sugero. This hero is invincible, but too cautious? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, probably. I don't know. Goddess Listart, the savior of the super hard mode world Gerbrunde, summons a hero to aid the hero. Seiya Rugyuin holds the cheat rank status, but he's ridiculously cautious. For instance, he would buy 3 sets of armor, one to wear, a spare, and a spare for the spare. Beyond keeping an absurd amount of item stock, he remains in his room for muscle training until he reaches the max level and fights slimes at full power, just to stay on the safe side. You know what? I'm down. Fuck it. If the concept made me laugh, I'm sure the show will be terrible. Beastars. In a world populated by anthropomorphic animals, herbivores and carnivores coexist with each other. For the adolescents of Cherryton Academy, school life is filled with hope, romance, distrust, and uneasiness. The main character is Roshi the Wolf, a member of the drama club. Despite his menacing appearance, he has a very gentle heart. Throughout most of his life, he has always been an object of fear and hatred by other animals, and has been quite accustomed to that lifestyle. But soon he finds himself becoming more involved with his fellow classmates who have their own share of insecurities, and find his life in school slowly changing. Isn't that basically the plot of Zootopia? Japan, come on. Japan, come on. This is High Score Girl 2. Look, if I didn't care when the first season came out, I don't care when this season comes out. This is Grand Blue Fantasy, the animation 2. Grand Blue Fantasy, the animation, was a weird fucking show, and it was incredibly a 5 out of 10, and then the last episode, they, because for some reason they made the main character male, but you can choose whether you want to be a boy or a girl in that fucking game. And so in the last episode, they just had a beach episode, and then they changed the main character to a lady. For just the last episode. Just for the beach episode. It is the most baffling fucking thing. And no, I will not be watching season 2. The first season wasn't worth it. This is No Guns Life. Ex-Soldier Junio Inoue has one question. Who turned him into a cyborg and erased his memories? I would also have that question. Well, shit. If I woke up one day as a cyborg with no memories, I would also be like, fuck, how did this happen? After the war, cyborg soldiers known as the Extended were discharged. Juzo Inoue is one of them, a man whose body was transformed. His head is replaced with a giant gun. With no memory of his previous life or who replaced his head and why. Inoue now scratches out a living in the dark city streets as a resolver, taking on cases involving the Extended. When a fellow Extended showed up at Inoue's office on the run from the security bureau with a kidnapped child in tow and asking for help, Inoue should have just thrown the guy out, but Inoue's loyalty to a brother Extended makes him take the job. Keeping the child safe won't be easy, since everyone seems to want to grab him, from street punks to the mega corporation Bureauin, who have set out a special agent that knows exactly how to deal with the Extended. His head is just a gun. It's a fucking revolver. Who made this and why? And the fact that comedy isn't listed, no way these fuckers did it, was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make his head a gun. They made his head a gun. And they somehow thought that wasn't the fucking stupidest thing I've ever heard. Yes, I have to watch this. And it's made by Madhouse, so it's gonna be beautifully animated and retarded. Why? So many questions. Oh my god, I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for... Holy shit. Or was Suke Nano wa omai dakakakyo? Kisaragi Matsuyu is invited out alone by cool beauty upperclassman Cosmos and his childhood friend Himawari. Expecting to hear their confessions, he triumphantly goes to meet each of them in turn. But Cosmos and Himawari instead confess to Amutsu that they like his friend. Amatsuyu fights this lonely battle, but there's another girl looking at him. She's a gloomy girl with glasses and braids. Amutsuyu finds that he hates her because she's always turning her sharp tongue only on him and finding enjoyment in his troubles. But it turns out she's the only one that actually does like him. Uh. Oh shit, that girl is cute as fuck, actually. Alright, I'm in. Okay, what the fuck is this shit? This is Chojin Kokosei Tachi wa Isekai Demo Yue de Inukyo Yodeso. This is Chuchio. High school prodigies have it easy even in another world. Oh, isn't this the one where the girl was like, hey, make me average? And God's like, sure, I'm giving you all of the superpowers ever. And she's like, that is the exact opposite of what I've said. Is that what this is? 7 high school students have got caught in an airplane accident, wake up in a middle-aged fantasy world different where magic and beast man Jujin exist. But they do not panic at the current situation. They build a nuclear plant in a world without electricity. Okay. They control the economy of a large city in a short works trip, and finally, for their own benefactors' sake, who are suffering from the misgovernment, they declare war on evil nobles. So none of them is a normal high school student. Each of them are superhuman high school students that stand at the top of politics, economics, science, and medicine. This is a story of a dream team that possesses Earth's greatest wisdom and technology that, without any self-restraining, bring a revolution to a different world with over-technology. That legitimately sounds like an interesting concept that could either be incredibly interesting or the worst fucking idea any human has ever had, and I'm willing to see which one. I discovered Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun when someone posted the main character and I said, she's cute. What shows? Oh, Nozaki-kun's actually really good. This is Kono Otomo Tomere, Season 2. Stop This Sound, 2nd season. What the fuck is this? This is a spring series I passed over, so I don't need to go watch my spring thing if you care, I guess. This is Haruno Sora. A stout, weak, yet highly passionate Sora Kuromatani enters Kuzuru High School with hopes that he'll fulfill his mother's wishes to dominate his first high school tournament. However, the basketball club, turned den for delinquents, does anything but play basketball. Its club members, Momoharu Hanzono, a skilled blocker who can do power jumps but is horrible at shooting, and his twin brother, Chieki, a talented point guard who has lost interest in the sport. With just one game overwhelmed with the adrenaline rush and excitement and Sora's pure love for the game, the youth's burning out spirit for basketball rekindles. So it's a game about playing fucking basketball. Both of those shows are great. So apparently the best way to discover anime is to find adorable pictures / videos of cute main characters. Yeah, basically. Basically, that's the best way. Well, I mean, it's the best way, I would say. I think the easiest way is to scrub over every fucking anime that's ever come out. But this is Radiant. Oh, I apparently didn't think this was interesting. I thought I added this, and I apparently didn't. So I don't care that Season 2 is out, I guess. I definitely made a video on that one. Babylon. Zen Sasaki is a public prosecutor at the Tokyo District Public Prosecutor's Office and is investigating a case of illegal clinical research related to a drug company and a university. During the investigation, he finds a file that Shin Inaba, an anesthesiologist, kept, which includes blood that is mixed with her hair, skin, and paper written with the letter F. As he investigates, he suddenly realizes there's a hidden plot that's connected with the huge election as well as a certain person who's in charge of it. That legitimate, and it's based on a novel, legitimately sounds interesting. But I've never heard of Riverroot, who made this. Oh, they made Fooly Cooly Alternative. Was that the season that people liked, or was that the season that everyone thought was crap? That was the one they liked. This is called Fairy Gone Wrong, 2nd season. Fairy Gone is a show I plan to watch, so go watch my spring video, I guess. This is called Pet. So there are people who can get into people's minds to control their memories. The power is used to eradicate mysteries in cases, or worse, to assassinate. The potential of said power is strong enough that a person is able to destroy a person's mind, however, can backfire and eat up their own heart. To counter it, chains are used to lock and protect each other's weak and dangerous heart. From one's growing fear and disdain, they're consequently called as a pet. Okay, that's an interesting concept. I'm willing to see where it goes. This is Hatage Kamemo Michi. Professional wrestler and animal lover Shibata Genzo is suddenly summoned to another world. Of course he is. Greeted by a princess, she requests to aid an evil beast roaming the world. Outraged that he was asked to kill monsters, Genzo German suplexes the princess. Unable to get back to Earth, he decides to live a peaceful life and manage a monster pet shop. I don't know how to respond to that. But I want to see that. There's literally an image of him suplexing the princess. It could be fun. Alright. What do we got here? Watashi Norokyoku wa Hikenshi de... I don't actually know how to say those letters. Te ita yone. When the eldest daughter of the Ansham household, Adele, turned 10, she remembered everything from her past life when she was hit with a strong headache. She was Kurihara Misato in her previous life, who died when she was 18 trying to help a little girl, consequently followed by an encounter with God. During their meeting, she pleaded to live an average life with average skills. After all, her somewhat capable self was burdened with the expectations brought to her. However, things just don't go quite as planned, as she has to be careful not upping to the S ranks accidentally if she wishes to maintain her desired average life. So this is the show where the main character was like, yo, I was too cool last time. Can you just give me, like, normal powers? And God was like, sure, you want to be the most powerful being in existence? And she's like, what? No, that was the opposite. Done. So I'm in. Because I actually wanted to watch that anyway. This is Hoshashi. Half of the fun of this fucking show is seeing me bumble through Japanese. Hoshai no Sora. The teen adolescent story revolves around the coming of age of boys in junior high school soft tennis club, which is on the verge of shutting down. Tomoe Shinjo asks Maki Katsuragi to join the team for his vaunted abilities and mentions a summer competition. Katsuragi asks for money in return for joining the team. Alright, so, okay. Sure. This is Maramashita Irumi-kun. Suzuko Iruma has been sold to the demon by his irresponsible parents in exchange for money. Surprisingly, the next thing he knows, he's living with the demon and has been transferred into a school in the demon world. Why not? It's basically Hayate no Gotoku, except the anime version of Rosario Vampire. Is this God Kiryu? Average powers. Got it. You only want to be twice as good as everyone else. Kaishichu Tokumubu Tokushu Kyokuhan. I feel like this fucking goddamn title isn't even trying. Taisakushitsu Dainanaka Tokunana. I wonder if that title can even be said in Japanese. Special Crime Investigation Unit Special 7. A long time ago, dragons... Nope, that's dragons. Dragons ruled a world of elves, dwarves, vampires, homunculi, and humans. And the present dragons have all but disappeared, so the ones left to live together, and their appearances came to resemble that of humans. The year is 20x19 in Tokyo. It's mostly a time of peace, but a group called the Nine caused chaos in their quest to obtain the dragon's powers and change the world. The police form a unit consisting of various experts to fight against the Nine. The Special Crimes Investigation Unit, Special 7, Tokanon. Okay, so they just shorten it to Tokanon. So yes, it's impossible to say even in Japanese. These individuals have abilities that surpass the average human, to the extent that there are rumors of rebelling against them. A rookie, Seiji Nanatsuki, enters the unit while teased by other members with colorful personalities. He sets out to solve cases involving the Nine. With his bright mind and straightforward thinking, will he be able to get justice in the most grueling circumstances? This is going to suck. This will be terrible. This is going to be an unwatchable garbage, and I'm going to hate that I have just added it to my fucking watch list. If I remember, the guy in Rosario Vampire wasn't human for long. Pretty sure he becomes a vampire later. In the manga, he becomes a ghoul within like 9 chapters. But the anime was completely different and garbage. And the manga is legitimately great. The anime is trash. I've never seen such a divergence between the two fucking shows. Like, there's like 50 plus chapters of Rosario Vampire, the manga, and after like chapter 9, the anime and the manga go in 2 completely separate directions. It's so fucking weird. I've never seen that happen. Like, you read the manga? Okay, there you go. Hanazuki no Gekujo Shisho ni Naru Tame ni wa Shudan wo Irenderimasen. Did I actually say? Didn't even know there was an anime? Don't watch it. Well, watch it only if you want to compare and contrast and be like, what the fuck were they doing? Irenderimasen. That's just fun to say. Motsuso Arano is a book-loving college student who just got her librarian certification, was supposed to enter a job of her dreams after graduation, was killed during a massive earthquake, crushing her underneath a pile of her own massive collection of books. Wishing for reincarnation in order to read even more, she got reincarnated into a world with a low literacy level and very few books, limited only to the nobility of the world. As she reincarnated as a 5-year-old daughter of a lowly soldier in Maine, no matter how much she wants to read, there's no way there are any books around. If there are no books, then what do? You make them yourself, of course. What her goal is to become a librarian no matter what, and to live surrounded life by books. For starters, she begins from making them. So this is about a 5-year-old... This is about a college student that dies and gets reincarnated as a 5-year-old little girl who tries to become a writer because she wants more books. I don't know if I'm sold on this concept. I don't know if I'm sold on this concept. I don't know. Let's look at the director. I've heard of Jun Watanabe. What did you make? You did IGPX. You did One Piece episode of Luffy, which was okay. You did Sakura Tyson. I don't know. I'll add it for now, and we'll see if I'm still committed later. How about that? This is Val Love. I kind of love her character design. But what the fuck is this show about? High schooler Akatsu Takama has learned to accept his lonely lot in life. What do you mean his? Oh, after a quick wiki search, the pro tag turns into a ghoul after getting too many vampire hickeys, and later on goes, the fuck bitch, your ass owes me at this point, and becomes a vampire. Yeah, no, he becomes a vampire eventually, but after, like, chapter 9, he becomes a ghoul. Like, he ends up as a vampire by the end of the series. For sure. High schooler Akatsu Takama has learned to accept his lonely lot in life and is content surrounded by his studies, but when the god Odin taps him to save the world alongside 9 Valkyries fueled by intimacy, Takuma can say goodbye to his solitary existence. Okay, so basically Odin was like, hey, I need you to save the world, but the only way to save the world is to fuck these hot women. And he's like, ooh, I don't know about that. And Odin's like, well, okay, I guess I'll go find some other guy. And he's like, no, I'll do it. Sure, why not? Why not? I don't have standards, is what we're learning. You just realized Alucard is Dracula backwards? It is, in fact. Do you know when I realized Alucard is Dracula backwards is watching SACing, and I had the same experience. I was watching SACing, and the original anime, specifically, and there is a flash in it where you see like Alucard the character, and there's a flash where his like face like suddenly turns to like Vlad Tepes, and that was when I was like, oh my god, Alucard is Dracula backwards. And then I went to tell everyone I knew that Alucard was Dracula backwards, and they're like, well, yeah, obviously, you fucking idiot. And I'm like, oh, whoops. A story about girls playing board games after school. Kyoto in spring. Ai is a high school girl, just moved to a new town. Miki's her shy classmate and her first friend. One day after school, Ai and Miki follow the committee president Midori to a special board game store, the Dice Club. Without thinking, they try out a German board game together. Those girls are searching for fun, fall into an exciting world of board games. Board games, bitch. What's up? I bet this show is going to be decent. Stand, my heroes, piece of truth. The heroine is a new officer, works under the Narcotics Control Department of the Ministry of Health, aka Motori. Narcotic medicines don't work on her, and the story begins with her entering the department and starting to work with other officers. You watch the original SACing multiple times, as well as SACing Ultimate, where they say he's Dracula, and it still didn't realize Alucard is Dracula backwards. In the original anime, they don't really, like, bring it up, like, too hard until like the very end, but that was when it hit me. But yeah, it's like I definitely caught on way too late. This is based on a game, and the problem with Josei series based on a game, Ultimate brings it up all the fucking time, but Ultimate didn't even have its first episode released when I watched SACing. But, when, fucking, the problem with Josei anime, specifically, that are based on games, is you see all these hot guys around here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At least 6 episodes of this fucking series is going to be dedicated exclusively to each one of these 6 guys. Of which, at least 2 of them are going to be fucking terrible. One of them is going to be boring, and one of them is going to be an asshole. I guarantee you. Every single time. I've learned. Phantasy Star Online 2 Episode Oracle. This is about Phantasy Star Online. It's a really... Look, I'm gonna be honest. Phantasy Star is a fucking video game series that has been running for so fucking long that if you legitimately cared, you'd just go play the game. You wouldn't watch some fucking anime about it. I'm not even gonna read it. Look it up if you care. Okay, this is Chubuyo Gaisatsu Boy. Mizuki Hijiri is a high school girl who just transferred schools. At her new school, she has a fateful encounter with boys suffering from chunibyo. There is Noda, who dreams of becoming a hero. The tragically handsome otaku Takashima, who only likes 2D girls. Nakamura, the supposedly reincarnated angel or devil, he can't decide which. And the self-proclaimed string puller Tsukumo. This is about a girl that ends up in a fucking school, and all the guys are fucking weirdos. And she's like, well, you're all so fucking hot, but you all suck so hard. And that's the plot. This is Ai ni Sukeru Kusaru wa ni. which is Please Take My Brother Away, which I've never fucking heard of. So let's find out what this is. This is a 2017 series, which I didn't really watch anime in 2017, so that explains that. What's your brother like? To Mao, her brother Fen... Oh, this is Chinese, I think. Fen is someone who would tease her and make her head explode 100 times a day. That's not healthy. Oh no, make her explode 100. Not a peaceful day, as the two are fighting every single minute. However, when trouble comes, Fen will always caring, loving brother who protects his little sister at all costs. So if Chunibyo was my adventures, was my autistic girlfriend, this is my autistic boyfriend harem. There you go. Done. Nailed it. This is Rifle is Beautiful. Kokaru Hikari is a first-year high school girl who loves rifle shooting. She entered the Chidori High School because it has a shooting club, but finds that the club has been disbanded. She only has one day to find enough members to reform the club, but luckily was able to find 3 other first-year girls who had met at a competition in middle school. Okay, I'm going to let you in on a little secret that most people don't know because it is anime's greatest secret. But anime about girls forming a gun club and shooting guns tends to be one of the most interesting fucking things out there. I don't know why, it's just a trend I've noticed. This is XL Joshi. This is for ladies to fucking schlick to, right here. Receiving a sort of money, Office Lady Saki Watase is introduced to a part-time job where she's tasked with interviewing XL-size condoms. They're not even hiding what this is about, are they? They're just doing it. Where she's tasked with reviewing XL-sized condoms. While receiving an escort home after a night of drinking, Saki's demon boss, Kasuke Soto, notices that she's carrying a large quantity of condom. Once Saki explains her circumstance, Kasuke reveals that he is XL-sized, in fact. A romance between the two thus begins. I like how... I like the explanation for this, which is... She just has a bunch of condoms. And her boss is like, why the fuck you got so many condoms? And she's like, oh, I just interviewed a bunch of guys with extra large dicks. And he's like, I too have an extra large dick. And she's like, really? Would you like to go out? And he's like, I would like to, yes. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Magic Bus, yep. Mostly, yep, there we go. That's what I thought. Yep. So this is going to be porn. This is going to be porn, by the way. This isn't even an anime. This is just porn. Okay, ZX Code Reunion. The sequel to ZX Code Ignition, a 2014 series. I definitely didn't watch anime in 2014. Story set in a not-so-distant future. 5 black points suddenly appeared around the world as portals to parallel worlds. Okay. Immediately after, strange creatures began their invasion from these portals. These creatures are the inhabitants of the 5 worlds, the same worlds in different time frames. Oh, okay. In order to ensure their own future time frame survives, each of the 5 invasion forces wipe out the other future time phrases. The key is one card-shaped device. That sounds interesting, actually. Oh, it's based on a card game, though. I don't know. Okay, it could be fun. Well, it is based on a manga. And there is a comment called hype. Nell Peta. What do we got here? Genius inventor Nell tragically loses her older sister in a PETA in an accident. To get over the grief, Nell develops PETA Robo, a robot with the same characteristics as her late sister. However, the robot is a little different as to what Nell expected. That just sounds sad. Who did this? Shin-Ai Animation. What did you make, Shin-Ai? They haven't done anything that gives me hope they could legitimately land this. Like, they mostly make kids shows and Shin-Chan. Granted, Shin-Chan has been going on for 7 billion years, so they're probably doing something right. Fuck it, I'll give it a shot. This is Africa No Salary Man. African office worker. Should I be offended that he's a fucking lion? Sounds like that kid from Chobits who made an android look and act like a sister, but over time just wanted the android to be herself. The comedy follows a lion, toucan, and a lizard as they live the lives of office workers in a capitalist society of Japan, while also dealing with the unique situation as animals living beyond the savannah and food chain. Oh, okay. Alright. So they're... No, but even the president is a turtle. I'm confused as to what this is supposed to be about, so I will leave. This is Actors Song Connection. Private Tensho Gakuen is the 7th of 10 school districts circled within a 130-meter tall wall, with restricted entry and egress aside from officials. The academy is filled autonomous by the government, but to strive for independence, the school allows students to engage in club activities, which comes strangely unique system. Each club is ranked according to its overall accumulated points gathered from various club activities and school events. Points can also be received by winning the school's periodic Teisho Gakuen singing contest, where many students compete. The members of the club work hard to win the contest to contribute their goals. So, like, Harry Potter, but with singing? That sounds terrible. Everything about that sounds bad, and I wouldn't watch a single second of it. Fucking stay tuned till next year when that makes my #1 anime of the year. Kandagawa Jet Girls. It looks like it's an anime about jet skis. I'm confused as to... because her tits are so gigantic. You know what? I'm in. I don't know anything about it, but I need to see where this is going. Whoops. Shinshuka Ichiban. After passing the Guangzhou Special Chef Trials, Mao decides to travel around China to learn more about unique preparation of food. Upon his return, he will learn that the real battle has only just begun. The underground cooking society has already begun to move. Sure. No, it's just like, I have a weird thing with bizarre sports teams. If anything, like, these two I think these 3 girls, and then I kind of like this one's, like, character. So this sweeping motion right here have interesting enough character designs, and in my experience, like, weird sports anime can be oddly watchable. Like, the one about tennis, and the one about battling people with your ass. Tenka Heiken Meiji Kan I Yukoso. The Tenkin Heiken franchise centers around Mitsurugi maidens who are the physical incarnation of ancient swords. They've pledged to live peaceful lives in an era of warfare, but are now returning to battle fight a new foe that has arisen during an alternate version of the Meiji era, 300 years after the Battle of Sekigahara. Sure. I'm sorry. I need to stop you right now. How dare you? How dare you bother to explain to me that the Meiji era occurred 300 years after the Battle of Sekigahara? You don't need to tell me. I already knew. Fuck. Insulting my knowledge of Japanese history. This is Aikatsu on Parade. Reki Kasuki, a second-year middle school student, transfers to Star Harmony Academy to become an idol. However, when she uses an Aikatsu pass she's received from her big sister an Aikatsu engineer, something mysterious happens. Lots of doors appear before her. When she opens them, she meets Aikatsu idols she's never known before, such as Yumi Ninjo, Aikatsu stars. Riki vows to design her own premium dress and perform on stage. This is like a weird... So, like, this is like a weird merging of the Aikatsu fucking idol shows where there's like alternate reality. Like, they use Paisley Park to fucking merge the realities of a bunch of idol shows. That would be interesting if I didn't think it would be terrible. This is Zoid's Wild Zero, the sequel to Zoid's Wild, and the sequel to nothing. It's just Zoid's. So who cares? Who fucking cares? I'm ashamed to admit my defeat. Your friend tried to play Kaijo once, and let me say, fighting someone with your tits and ass only is not easy when you're flat and your opponent's bra could double as a back. You clearly did not understand the point of Kaijo then. It's not about the size, it's about how you use it. You gotta get that whip motion. There was an entire episode dedicated to that. I want a sequel to that show. And I love I love that one of the girls' powers is a parody of fucking Gilgamesh's Gates of Babylon, where all of the girls' butts shows up behind her, and she can draw other people's butts. It's so fucking stupid and amazing. I miss that show. The anime centers on members of the real-world 4-member male vocal team, Urashima Sakukatsutsin. Uratanuki, Shima, Tonari no Sakura, and Senra appear in shorts as high school students. This is Doru Furo Iyashihen. This is a mini anime series based on a Chinese app game Girls Frontline. This is all you get. This is all you get. It's just based on Girls Frontline. That's it. That's what you get. These are O&A series. This is Kwanzi Gosho second season. Good for Kwanzi Gosho. Didn't that just come out? Didn't we just read about Kwanzi Gosho 5 seconds ago? We just did. This is Mugen no Junin Immortal. I just want to say right now, I fucking love the art style, though. Look at that. I'm into that. I don't know what the fuck this is about, but I like it. And here she's fucking stabbing him. Spoilers. What is this? Okay. This is about Blade of the Immortal. This is Blade of the Immortal. This is a Blade of the Immortal caption. Okay. Yeah, but the art style looks so much better. Is there some Kaijo Master Yoda I can talk to? There probably is a Kaijo Master out there. I don't know who they are, but I'm sure they exist. Maiji is an immortal swordsman who's been cursed with eternal life. He's grown tired of living, and in all the death he's created, he has no other skills other than killing. Thus, he forms a plan to regain his mortality. He's going to kill 100 evil men for each good one he's killed. The old witch who afflicted Maji with immortality agrees to Maji's proposition, and Maji set out a path to kill 1,000 evil men. Oh, he only killed 100 guys, huh? Okay. On his journey, he meets a young girl, Rin, who has her own vengeance to seek against the sword school whose members slaughtered Rin's family. Rin and Maiji journey together, each hoping in some kind of pace. In their way are varied enemies. Rin and Maiji almost constantly under attack and must learn. Look, I wanted to watch Blade of the Immortals anyway, and honestly, the fucking animation for this, like, the art style of this is fucking gorgeous. So we'll see. This is by Linden Films, other than B-Train. Oh, Linden Films is actually pretty decent. Oh, but they did that. But they also did Haneda. Wait a minute. That can't be fucking true. That can't be fucking... Wait a minute. Berserk 2016 was animated by the same studio that animated Hanebado? How? How the fuck? How the fuck? What? 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 What the? What the fuck? They also did Killing Bites. But they also did Boarding School Truly. Okay, well, what I can say about this is that either the animation is going to be fucking phenomenal, or it is going to be fucking trash. Because apparently the studio is incredibly inconsistent. I think the better way to look at this is to see who's actually behind it. Alright. Director, editing, director of photography? No, we don't need director of photography. Let's just... yeah, fuck it. Art director or director of photography. We'll see who's got that. What the fuck did this guy do? He did animation director on... did Macross, Do You Remember Love? But he was he did key animation for that, though. That's not the same. He did key animation for Redline, so at least he knows what good animation looks like. Or it just flip-flops between the terrible animation of Berserk 2016, but then when shit gets real, it flops into Hanabado. That would actually be amazing. He directed Space Dandy. Okay, he directed Steins Gate. Okay, so this is a man who knows what the fuck he's doing, then. And he did Technolize. Alright. So this guy knows what's up, then. Alright. So this is a guy who knows. And then this is Mai Hasegawa, who does editing. What did you edit? You did editing for the incredibly underappreciated Girl in Twilight. Kanjo Real Girl. Editing for Killing Bites. They made a Nekopara anime, apparently. I didn't even know about that. Alright, art director did Arslan Seki. Did I watch Arslan? I didn't watch Arslan. And what are you? Who did you do? Director of photography for Black Lagoon, Ino S. Boku, Kuroshitsuji movie, Nana. Okay, so these are some, like, top-tier people that they have working on this, to be fair. Like, they didn't get the rookies out for this one. So this is probably going to be fucking fire in that case. Yes! Yes! Ianai Koi Sora Nagara Opansu Miseta Moritai 2. I want you to make a disgusted face and show me your underwear. Season 2. Yes! Who do we got for this season? Fuck yeah. Return of Maid Girl getting sexually harassed by her boss. We have Return of Nun Girl. We have Return of Schoolgirl. And then there's new characters like the twins, whoever this chick is, and this older MILF lady. Oh, I am down. Cannot wait. Okay, this is Kengan Ashura second season. Which is still, then this is Gundam Build Divers Re-Rise. Gundam Build Divers Re-Rise. This is a sequel to Gundam Build Divers Gundam is such a fucking franchise. Gunpla Battle Nexus Online, GBN, is a new network game that lets people enjoy a variety of missions using Gunpla in a virtual cyberspace dimension. Middle school students Rika Mikami, Yukio Hidaka recruit their classmate Momika Yashiro and dive together into a vast world, becoming divers or inhabitants of GBN. They meet a mysterious girl named Sarah who has an amazing sensitivity to Golpa. They begin to play alongside her, but there are many other famous divers, starting with Kyoya Gujo, the champion whom Riku admires. Multiple divers can join to form a team called Force. Meanwhile, the game is disrupted by mass divers who use official tools called break decals. Though many encounters and experiences, Riku and friends will build not only Gunpla, but their own adventures as well. A 3D team and a 2D team, and neither of one community. So this is Mega Man Battle Network, but for Gundam. There you go. This is something called Bokutachi wa Benkyo go Dekanai, which I think I've heard of. Like, the girls seem familiar. Because I wanted to watch it. There you go. Euro Yuri, comma. Oh, so they're making a new season of Euro Yuri. Well, there you go, Euro Yuri fans. They're making a new season of Euro Yuri. I like the color of this image, but I don't think the actual show is going to have this color palette, because that just looks like a dude. This is 2 unaired episodes of Miyonaka no Occult Kuoimen, which is a 2019 spring series I apparently didn't think was interesting. This is also related to that same series, so we're going to ignore that. This is Boku no Hero Academia Movie 2, Hero Rising. This is ReZero movie, it looks like. During ReZero Kara Hijimaru Isekai Shikatsu Memory of Snow OVA pre-screening event, it was announced that the ReZero franchise will get another OVA. It will adopt the prequel novel Kyokatsu no Kizuna, which was included in the first DVD of the prequel series, and will revolve around Amelia and her meeting with Pac during the journey to Rosewell Mansion to be a candidate for the royal election. My experience with ReZero is that it was either really good or really bad, and it will flip just on a dime. So I'm interested, but it might be fucking terrible. Senai Heroine no Sodatake Fine. Ah, yes. Another entry in the Senai Heroine no Sodatake series. I fucking hate this goddamn series. And this character right here, the main girl, is too good to be in this show, and she should be in a better show. I wish I could save her and put her into a better show. Black Fox. Living in a ninja residence tucked away in the corner of a futuristic city, Rika, the oldest daughter of the ninja clan who looks up to her father, a researcher, very much, carrying on her life normally, Rika's home came suddenly under attack one day. Driven into a corner, what would she do to overcome this crisis? Rip darkness to pieces and become black. That sounds retarded. I'm in. This is Sora no Oosa wo Shiaru Hitoyo, which sounds familiar, but the person who knows how blue the sky is. But I don't know what that is. It's by Cloverworks. I bet this is going to be really popular and I won't watch it. This is the person's most anticipated movie for the year. Saw the PV, went to see Taneki no Ko last month. This man has got super hyped. The art style is gorgeous. You don't know if the particular name, but this is your favorite style of animation. During the Darling and Frank's Anohana, a few others have had it. The main character also reminds me a lot of Ichigo, who I love, and the other girls look like Konkuro. I don't know if the same art director, but I'm pumped. Music sounded great. Dialogue seems cheesy and romantic, just how I like it. Can't wait. It's a shock to me that not many people are talking about it. Oh well. I really like niche stuff. So, you have this movie planned out to watch since, like, April. Still waiting for it to come out. Oh, this movie, specifically? What the fuck is it about? I don't have any information about this. I'll put it in the back burner until I find out what the fuck it's supposed to be. This is Human Lost Ningen Shukaku. You only put it on because the poster looked nice, and I thought, it's pretty, why not? Oh, well, yeah, I mean, it definitely looks pretty, but I mean, that's not enough to sell me on it. I mean, that was the other person's argument, too, was it's like, oh, it looks pretty, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, it does. You know, what the fuck is it about? Human lost Ningen Shukaku, no longer human. Mine has been a life of much shame. Tokyo 2036, shower year 111. A revolution in medical treatment has conquered death. By means of internal nanomachines and the shell system whose network controls them, human beings suffer no disease, require no treatment for injuries, and are guaranteed a 120-year lifespan free from illness. Yet this consummate social system warps the Japanese nation in a host of ways. Unresolved economic disparities, ethical decadence resulting from deathlessness, grave environmental pollution, and the human loss phenomenon in which people themselves are disconnected from the shell network become malformed. Japan teeters wildly between two potential futures: civilization's restoration or its destruction. Atmospheric pollution suffuses Route 16 in the outside. The area outside the Route 16 beltway. Yozo Oba, who lives in an idle, drug-saturated life, joins Maso Hiroki, a mysterious man who associates with the drug racing gangs on an incursion inside the area within the Route 7 loop, where the privileged class lives, only to be embroiled in a violent struggle. When he encounters a malformed sufferer of the lost human phenomenon, a lost Yozo life saved by Yoshikage Hiragi, a girl of mysterious abilities who belongs to the lost agency of Highland, and soon discovers he himself has also possessed extraordinary powers. Degradation and death, life and hope, buffeted by fate, a man tears himself apart and cries out, rage, sorrow, pathos. Consumed by despair and bitter tears, Yozo Oba is himself transformed into a demon, a human lost, or a human who can find it himself. Shit, that is a long fucking description. That description reminds me a lot of Beatless, and I wonder who wrote this fucking series. Because that reminds me of Beatless. I played 80 to import that Blu-ray because fucking Aniplex went meh. It has English subs on the Japanese copy, imported finished. Same studio behind Anthem of the Heart. I don't know what that is. I don't think. Anthem of the... I misspelled Anthem. Heart? Huh. It reminds me of... Can I find something on this? Ningen Shukaku by Osamu Dazai. Because I wonder... Osamu Dazai, here we go. Japanese author considered foremost Japanese fiction. No, there was no problem with my fucking shit. Fuck off. What did he write? Memories, Flowers of Buffoonery, False Spring, Late Years, Standard Bearer of the 12th Century, 100 Views of Mount Fuji, Schoolgirl, Woman's Duel, Urgent Appeal, Run Melos, New Hamlet, Right and Smile, Minister of the Right, Sanatomono, Sugaro, Pandora's Box, a new version of The Country's Tales of Farewell with Regret, Fairy Tales, Winter's Firework, Villain's Wife, The Setting Sun, I Heard It This Way, A Cherry, No Longer Human, Goodbye. Huh. Alright. Yeah, it sounds really interesting. It sounds like a fucking thing that would be really hard to make an anime from, just like Beatless was, but it sounds interesting, so I'm willing to give it a shot. Frag time! What would you do if you could stop time? Moritani, for one, is using her unusual ability to stop time for 3 minutes a day to observe the people around her. One day, she chooses to observe class idol Murakami's panties, only to find herself in a very compromising situation when her classmate turns out to be immune to her power. This is a sci-fi slice-of-life romance shoujo. So, well, look... All I'm saying is, how do I resist that? And it's a movie. How do you resist that description of a of a movie? This is Bokuro no Kanahana Senso. Kind of. I mean, I said that wrong, but on a hot day right before the summer vacation, all first-year male students of the second class from junior high school disappear. Was it an accident? A group abduction? In fact, they were hiding in an abandoned factory near the river and used it as a liberation area to rebel against the adults. The adults are in great confusion by the huge and unexpected operations cooperated by the few students, entangled with real abduction cases, a corrupted mayor's election, and involving parents and television reporters who are thrilled by the liberation broadcast and barricade. The comedy mystery progresses in a light tempo that doesn't give the audience a chance to breathe until the brilliant end that is full of satire. I mean, how long is it? You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm going to keep an eye on that one. What is this? I told my friend to watch it when he saw the same people's on his side. He's great. We crying today, boys. I have not watched Anohana either. It's just, it like never... Okay, so Red Jacket was second era Lupin. That is interesting, but I'll see how it plays out. Saizeru Tori wa Hebetakanai the Clouds Gather. I just want to point out this distinguished gentleman smoking a cigarette as this man chases after him. Sexually, apparently, because it's shown in eye. Yashiro is a young leader of the Shinsekai and the president of the Shinsekai Enterprise. But like many powerful men, he leads a double life as a deviant and a masochist. Domoki Chikara comes to work as bodyguard for him, and although Yashiro has decided that he would never lay a hand on his own men, he finds this something about Domeki that he can't resist. Yoshiro makes advances towards Domeki, but Domeki has mysterious reasons for denying. Yashiro, who abuses his power just to abuse himself, and Domeki, who faithfully obeys his every command, begin the tumultuous affair of two men with songs in their hearts and no wings to fly. Okay, good to know. Strike Witches 501 Butai Haishin Shimasu movie. This is about Strike Witches. Strike Witches have been out for like 7,000 decades. If you cared about Strike Witches, you care about that. I don't care about that. What do we got here? This is Kimidake ni Motetaienda. The story revolves around 5 boys who possess a trait that have negative effects on them. The handsome boys owe a monetary debt to Saikaku Hirinomiya, a girl from a rich family. Wanting the money back, she makes them enter the Moto Men Quation contest so they can pay her back using the prize money. I don't know what the fuck that means, but it sounds like a rich girl with a harem of young gentlemen that all owe her money. This is Sokyo no Fafnir, Dead Aggressor, The Beyond Part 2. Why does that sound familiar? What is Sokyo no Fafnir? And why have I heard of it? Sokyo no Fafnir. I bet if I go all the way back, I've added this somewhere. Yup, there we go. Alright, so y'all probably have no fucking clue what this is, but it's been airing since 2005, so if you care, that's on you. I've been streaming this for like 17 hours at this point. This is Gundam G no Renquista, the movie. It's more Gundam. That's what you get. More Gundam. Star Twinkle Precure Hoshi no Uta ni Omoi wo Komete. This is Precure. If you cared about Precure, you'd care about that, I guess. Santa Company Christmas no Mihimitsu. This is a feature-length movie. of a short anime film Santa Company. So we got cute anime girls delivering presents on Christmas. Oh no, multiple cute anime girls delivering, like, they're all Santa. The real Santa was the friends you made along the way. This is Sumikako Garashi. It debuted in 2012 as slightly negative characters who like to stay in the corner of a room. The character includes a bunch of people. It's inspired by toys, books, stationery material, video games, and now a feature film. So it's a bunch of cute characters doing cute things. One Punch Man specials. Air Fuerte specials. Unaired episode of Nande Niko no Sensei ga, which I don't know what that is. This is a spring 2019 anime about he finds himself in perverted situations with his teacher. Kana and Kojima follow his erotic love comedy about their mishaps throughout their daily lives and how Irocho and Kana choose to handle them. So this is a seinen comedy series about a guy with a hot teacher. Good for him. This is a picture drama included with Lelouch the Resurrection, I believe. Yep. Which I haven't watched. It's got a pretty good score, though. This is an unaired Blu-ray episode of Kano yo no Hate Deikoi wo Utawa Shoujo Yuno. Which is that. Yep. Which we added at some point. This is... Oh, we've reached the fucking end. Jesus shit, I've been going for so long. This is Hein Yakusei Million Arthur Special, which I think we addressed at one point. I'm sure this came up at one. I'm sure this didn't spring on us magically. Yep, this is a fall 2018 series that I never watched. That's probably bad, but I'm sure it's fine. And this is an Accelerator special, so I'll probably watch that. I didn't even think Accelerator aired yet. So there you go. That was that was a long fucking tamale. We just kept going. I was at like 400. I was at like 387. I'm at 417. So we added like 30, 40 fucking things with just that alone. How long have I been going? Oh, 2.5 hours. Yeah, that is like a standard stream for me. Well, whatever. I guess we're done. Yeah. Fuck it, that was Picking Shows. I've been Sacrobolic, your envoy of despair, and I am ready to stop talking. Have a good night, y'all. Bye-bye. Whew.